up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Yes, today we're coming to you clean face, but not for long. We're going to be sharing with you how I created this full coverage glam look, because sometimes life just requires a full coverage glam look, even if we are over 40. I'll be sharing with you some of my favorite tips and products on how I created this look, so just keep on watching. So yeah, I'm excited to be back and take you guys along for this journey. And the only way that I know to start a full coverage glam look is by skincare. You'll see some of the products that I really like to use, that I use them even if I'm not doing full coverage glam. So of course, this section is just going to share with you products that I use, but hopefully you have your own routine. I mean, girl, we're over 40. You have to have a routine. I definitely like to lean in on products that are anti-aging, that are hydrating, and that just make my skin feel less dry and tight. Dry skin is one of those things that you really just have to nourish. So that's what I'm doing here. So we're going to definitely do the skin prep, and then we'll move into the next step, which is going to be eyebrows. So just continue to watch, and we'll get into that next. RCMA is not a new product to me. It's just one of those products that I use for a multitude of things, and today I'm actually going to be setting my eyebrows using the RCMA product because I didn't let my skincare dry in the way I normally do, and this is going to make sure that my very thin brows get all of the product that I need to build them up. So we're going to start with using a brow mascara just to fill in those eyebrows. I need to fill them in. I love the color of this product. I love the density of this product. I love how easily it blends. Best of all, it does last longer than an eyebrow pencil. So that's kind of why I lean in on a brow mascara. You'll see that I'm just kind of continuously tapping to fill in, and yeah, now I look like I actually have a brow that has been microbladed. I'm going to actually move in and conceal. This product I'm sharing with you is the Lancome concealer. It's definitely one of my top 5 concealers of all time. I just love this concealer also for a multitude of things. So if I had a tip on how you choose a concealer, it's definitely one of those concealers that, or one of the tips that would be to choose something that is closest to your natural complexion as possible, because then you will be able to use it in multiple places. So again, I'm just really re-emphasizing the brow area, removing any mistakes, bringing them into frame. I'm going to tap it out with I believe this is a synthetic brush, and just blending that out. I did dampen that brush before I got started so the product would not be absorbed in the brush, that it really allows me to roll it out across the skin. And next we're going to get into Complexion, the e.l.f. Halo Glow product. If you do have dry skin, this product is, for me, going to replace your foundation. It's one of those products that gives you a beautiful underglow without it looking so makeup-y, because again, we're going to be moving into full coverage foundation, so you have to find products that are going to allow your skin to accept more products. It's also going to allow the skin to lay really smooth. It's going to be easy to remove any moisture from it. So there are several things that I consider when I do my first step after skincare, and the e.l.f. Halo Glow checks all of my boxes. So now we're going to move into full coverage concealer. This is really going to be the product that I think is going to really enhance the complexion and give it that completeness. I have been a fan of full coverage concealer for years, and for several years I got away from it and moved into more of a radiant concealer, but you know, my life is going into a different era. I'm definitely needing more full coverage now, and definitely being back on camera, I definitely need to have something a little bit more coverage. And so I use the same technique, dampen my synthetic brush to make sure that I am rolling out this concealer. You don't want to leave too much concealer in any area, because it is going to show any of those pesky little fine lines, especially for me, where I do have them starting to appear right underneath my lower lash line. I guess it could be worse, but I mean, I'm noticing it, so I'm actually using my face as a point of reference that is why I blend out and tap until, you know, I really don't see concealer build up in any specific area. Should I be using a damp sponge? I don't necessarily use damp sponges anymore because I feel like they're very porous. They leave imprints in my concealer, and I want this to be rolled out as thinly as possible. I don't want to leave too much product on the skin, because then when I do this step right here, it will make you look tired instantly, trust me. So I'm really having to pay attention to the fine line area and do the tiniest amount of concealer just to set that concealer down. But what I have noticed, I do tend to travel more with a brush or some type of touch up powder puff, and that is going to allow me, as the day goes on, to keep this area as perfected, because using products that are going to be age friendly, they do need a little bit more care throughout the day. Otherwise, you know what, you're just going to be giving yourself something sad to look at when you arrive back home. So that's something that I didn't have to worry about in my youth, but now we're wanting to trick the eye that we still look youthful, so we just have to bring all the tricks of the trade to my face. And you'll see that I'm just lightly dusting that RCMA No Color powder all over. And this is not bad. This is a beautiful soft canvas, something that we can build on. And now we're going to add that drama. I mean, if you're new here, I am a bronzing, contouring girl. All of my clients love this type of treatment. I love it for myself. It really does bring added dimension to the face. And at this point, honey, full coverage means dimension. Perfection and dimension. So I haven't found a better product than the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm. If you're new and you have not heard of this product, you can find it in Sephora. Her entire product line is absolutely amazing. Danessa Myricks is a professional makeup artist, and she has brought products to consumers. And when I tell you, it is worth the money. Trust me, it's worth the money. And another thing that you'll see that I do all the time, I really do use one product in several areas of my face. I think at this age, you need to be conscious of the products that you're consuming. You definitely need to make sure that that product is going to do multiple things for you, because we don't feel like we're wasting our money, you know? And you'll see me do something very similar with this Makeup by Mario bronzing, or I'm sorry, highlighting powder. I use it in areas of highlight because I like kind of an underpainting technique, and I'm starting to add in additional layers to get that radiance where I want it. I want the shine where I want it. At this point, I'm using a matte blush right on top of a highlighting powder, because now I can gradually introduce back in color to the face without it grabbing so harshly. And then after we've done all the makeup magic, we want to finish it. We want to roll it over. We want to put that vinyl right over top. And when I tell you, this Laura Mercier honey powder for my complexion, chef's kiss. I am going back into being a fan of setting powders. And this product, oh my God, when I tell you the filtering effect that it gives the skin on camera is, oh, I'm so excited that I gave myself a try and picked this up, and I'm testing it on camera because it is really giving me the added bit of confidence that once the makeup is on, that it's going to be set for about 4 or 5 hours, which is pretty much a makeup day for me. We're also doing something that I don't do all the time, but when full coverage is in order, we definitely want to add a little bit of eyeshadow, just a little bit of something. I stick with my bronzy tones. I feel like regardless of what I'm wearing, whatever color lipstick I'm wearing, that the focus is going to be all over the face instead of one specific area. So you'll notice that the more places that I've started, I always go back and re-enhance, because when you're doing full coverage glam, you need to make sure that every area of the face has a little bit of full coverage glam. That is how you get more of a lifelike effect from full coverage. You don't look like you just added tons of makeup to one area of the face and forgot the rest of it, because they're major features of the face. So therefore, love on each feature, and therefore the entire face is going to have just the right amount of glam all over it. Mascara, you guys know that I'm a fan of this Essence mascara. It gives me length, it gives me volume, even if it takes me 30 coats. It's only $4.99 at Ulta. And I like to apply mascara before I apply false lashes. You'll see that I'm using one of our elevated nude shades from my brand called Lip Tricks. We're going to add a little bit of Go Getter gloss over top, pop on a false lash, and frame the eye, and you'll have this full coverage glam look. You guys, I feel so excited to be coming back to YouTube and sharing some of my beauty tips and tricks. We're going to be taking a different take because we're over that 40 threshold. We are rapidly approaching 50, which is totally different from when I started. So some of the tips and tricks that you know and love from me in years and past, you'll hear them, but I'm going to be bringing a different take on them. So I'm hoping you guys join me for this new journey. And you know what? Welcome back to me. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time. Bye.